Have you ever wondered how ESPN went from a small cable network to a sports broadcasting powerhouse valued at $22 billion? Join us as we explore ESPN's journey from underdog to domination in the world of sports media. From its humble beginnings in 1979 to its groundbreaking deals with major sports leagues, ESPN has revolutionized sports broadcasting. Let's discover how this network became a global leader in sports entertainment and learn about the key moments and decisions that shaped its success. The birth of ESPN. ESPN, the Entertainment and Sports Programming Network, was founded in 1978 by Bill Rasmussen, his son Scott Rasmussen, and Ed Egan. Bill, a former communications manager for the New England Whalers, was fired from his job and, along with Egan, conceived the idea of a cable television program covering Connecticut sports. However, Bill envisioned something bigger, a cable network that would cover all sports events in the state. Despite knowing little about cable television and facing skepticism from cable operators and investors, they pressed on. They incorporated ESP on July 13, 1978, for a fee of $91 and explored the use of satellite communication for broadcasting. With the help of RCA, they realized they could broadcast nationwide, not just in Connecticut. On August 16, 1978, they decided to show all types of sports 24 hours a day, hire sportscasters, and cover various sporting events across the nation. Despite initial setbacks, they secured a transponder for $30,000 and set up their headquarters in Bristol, Connecticut. The location, built on a dump, was chosen for its ideal satellite signal reception. Getty Oil Company's investment in ESPN. After facing challenges in securing permanent investors for ESPN, the Rasmussens received interim financial aid from J.B. Doherty and K.S. Sweet Associates. However, they were still seeking long-term investors. Stuart Evie, a Getty Oil Company executive, became interested in the project after being approached by Doherty. Evie then brought the idea to Getty's finance manager, George Connor. Despite initial hesitation, Getty Oil Company decided to invest in ESPN by February 1979. Securing NCAA rights and early success. Bill Rasmussen recognized the challenge of securing rights to professional sports and instead focused on college sports, particularly NCAA events. He believed that rebroadcasting popular college basketball games would attract viewers. By striking a deal with the NCAA, ESP could gain legitimacy without relying on the Getty name for support. After a successful presentation, ESP secured the rights to broadcast 18 NCAA sports, including championship games, for 2 years. This agreement, finalized on March 14, 1979, laid the foundation for ESP's launch. The timing was perfect, as the 1979 NCAA Men's Division I basketball tournament, featuring a legendary matchup between Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, drew 24.1 million viewers. This event significantly increased demand for ESPN, with viewers requesting the channel from their cable providers. With financial support from Getty and a lucrative advertising deal with Anheuser-Busch, ESPN was set for success. Getty provided $15 million in May 1979, while Anheuser-Busch secured the largest advertising contract in cable television history at that time, valued at $1.38 million. ESPN's debut and early struggles. On September 7, 1979, ESPN launched with an estimated 30,000 viewers tuning in. The first SportsCenter telecast featured Lee Leonard and George Grande as anchors, with Leonard's opening words setting the tone for the network's ambitious vision. The initial broadcast included highlights of Chris Evert's victory at the U.S. Open and a men's professional slow-pitch softball game. Early programming also included boxing, wrestling, and college soccer. The network's music package, composed by Dave Shields and Mel Hall, featured a memorable theme that became synonymous with SportsCenter. Despite its early success, ESPN struggled financially. Anheuser-Busch's vice president, Michael Rorty, recognized the network's potential and persuaded the company to invest $1 million in 1980, followed by an additional $5 million in 1981. Rorty's belief in the beer drinkers' love for sports proved correct, as ESPN's popularity grew, making it one of the most influential sports networks in American history. ESPN's expansion into professional sports broadcasting. In 1982, ESPN became one of the first cable networks to broadcast NBA games, marking its entry into American professional sports. This partnership lasted until 1984, after which ESPN secured a $2.4 billion, six-year broadcast contract with the NBA in 2002. ESPN also became a prominent broadcaster for motorsports, boxing, wrestling, and college soccer. In 1983, the United States Football League debuted on ESPN and ABC, enjoying success partly due to the exposure from ESPN coverage. In 1984, ABC acquired ESPN, retaining an 80% share and selling 20% to Nabisco, later acquired by the Hearst Corporation. In 1996, the Walt Disney Company acquired ABC and assumed an 80% stake in ESPN. ESPN continued to expand its sports coverage, adding Major League Baseball in 1990 with a $400 million contract. The network also broadcast NFL games, revolutionizing the league's coverage, and gained rights to the NHL, MLS, and other major sports leagues. Despite the rising cost of sports rights, ESPN has remained a dominant force in sports broadcasting, reaching millions of viewers worldwide with its 24-hour coverage in 16 languages across more than 200 countries. Expanding programming and branding. In response to the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, ESPN changed its programming to show classic events and documentaries. In 2021, ESPN and ABC signed a 7-year contract to broadcast NHL games, including exclusive coverage of 4 Stanley Cup finals. On February 6, 2024, ESPN announced a joint venture with Fox Sports and TNT Sports to offer an as-yet unnamed sports streaming bundle, including the 3 organizations' main linear sports channels and associated media rights beginning in the fall of 2024. Additionally, the company plans to launch a flagship standalone streaming offering, including the ESPN and ESPN2 linear channels, in late summer or fall 2025. Potential $22 billion valuation. Despite challenges, Disney's sports division, including ESPN, might attract outside investors at a valuation of up to $22 billion. Despite a 20% profit decline to $1.48 billion and a 1.3% sales drop to $13.2 billion through the first 9 months of fiscal 2023, the division remains fairly profitable. The numbers suggest challenges, such as a weaker TV advertising market and subscribers switching to streaming services like Netflix. However, in the previous fiscal year, the division generated $2.71 billion in operating income on sales of $17.3 billion, indicating its overall profitability. The inclusion of results for the ESPN Plus streaming service in last year's third quarter, where the division posted a profit of $854 million on sales of $4.3 billion, shows potential. India's Star channels offset ESPN's earnings, with Star losing $444 million through 9 months of this fiscal year. Disney acquired ESPN in 1996, and it has since become a significant profit source. We hope you enjoyed learning about ESPN's incredible journey to becoming a $22 billion sports empire. If you found this video informative, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more content like this. Let us know in the comments which part of ESPN's story impressed you the most, and share any memories you have of watching ESPN over the years. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.